Stacy Lewis was listening to more than her caddie on her march up the leaderboard Saturday at the Volvik Championship. Pregnant with her first child, she is listening to her body in a new way these days. And she could hear a message coming through loud and clear toward the end of her round at Travis Point Country Club in Ann Arbor, Michigan. "The little one was telling me it's dinner time," Lewis said. Lewis birdied 5 of the last 6 holes to shoot 5 under par 67 and move into position to make a Sunday run at winning her 13th LPGA title. She is 2 shots behind the leader, Mich, whose 68 moved her to 12 under overall. Sunday has the makings of a free-for-all with 10 players within 3 shots of the lead. Full field scores from the LPGA Volvik Championship. Lewis, 33, is 4 months pregnant, with her due date November 3. She's expecting to play just a few more times before putting the clubs away to get ready for the birth. She said she's likely to make the Marathon Classic in mid-July, her last start of the season, before returning next year. Of course, Lewis would relish winning with child. "I don't care what limitations I have or what is going on with my body, I want to give myself a chance to win," she told LPGA.com at the Kingsmill Championship last week. Lewis claimed an emotional victory with her last title, taking the Cambia, Portland Classic late last summer after announcing earlier in the week that she would donate her entire winnings to the Hurricane Harvey relief efforts in her Houston hometown. A victory Sunday would also come with a lot of emotion. "It's been an interesting year for Lewis. There's been the joy of learning she's ready to begin the family she has been yearning for, and the struggle to play well after bouncing back from injury." Lewis missed 3 cuts in a row before making it into the weekend at the Kingsmill Championship last week. That's 1 more cut than she missed cumulatively in the previous 6 years. 6 starts this year. Lewis hasn't finished among the top 50 yet, but she hasn't felt right, either. The former world no. 1 didn't make her second start of 2018 until April, at the year's first major, the Anna Inspiration. She withdrew from the HSBC Women's World Championship in late February with a strained right oblique muscle and didn't play again for a month. Still, Lewis is finding plenty to get excited about with the baby on the way. "I kind of had my first Mother's Day," Lewis told LPGA.com last week. "It puts golf into perspective. It makes those bad days not seem so bad. It helps me sleep better at night. We are just really excited." Article tags Stacy Lewis, 2018 Volvik Championship. "In case you're unaware, it's pretty hot in Texas. Temperatures at Colonial Country Club have approached 100 degrees this week, leaving players to battle both the golf course and potential dehydration." With the help of his caddy Mark Fulcher, Fort Worth Invitational leader Justin Rose has been plenty hot himself, staking himself to a 4-shot lead. Field scores from the Fort Worth Invitational, articles, photos and videos. "Yeah, Fulch has done a great job of just literally handing me water bottle after water bottle. It seems relentless, to be honest with you," Rose said Saturday. "So just how much are players sweating the heat at Colonial? Well, it doesn't sound like all that water is making it all the way through." Rose: "I haven't even seen the inside of a restroom yet, so you can't even drink quick enough out there," he shared. Article tags Justin Rose, 2018 Fort Worth Invitational. Up 4 shots heading into Sunday at the Fort Worth Invitational. Justin Rose has tied the largest 54-hole lead of his PGA Tour career. On the previous two occasions he took a 54-hole tour lead into the final round, he closed. And yet, Rose knows just how quickly a lead can slip away. After all, it was Rose who erased a 6-shot deficit earlier this season to overtake Dustin Johnson and win the WGC HSBC Championship. I think I was in the lead going into the final round in Turkey when I won, and I had a 4-shot lead going into the final round in Indonesia in December and managed to put that one away, Rose said Saturday, thinking back to his 2 other victories late last year. I was 5-6 back maybe of DJ, so I've got experience the other way. So you can see how things can go both ways real quick. That's why there is no point in getting too far ahead of myself. Full field scores from the Fort Worth Invitational. Articles, photos and videos. Up 1 to start the third round Saturday, Rose extended his lead to as much as 5 when he birdied 4 of his first 6 holes. He leads the field in strokes gained tee to green, 12.853, and strokes gained approach the green, 7.931. Rose has won 5 times worldwide, including at the 2016 Rio Olympics, since his last victory in the United States, at the 2015 Zurich Classic. With a win Sunday, he'd tie Nick Faldo for the most PGA Tour wins by an Englishman post-World War II, with 9. But he isn't celebrating just yet. It is a big lead, but it's not big enough to be counting the holes away. You've got to go out and play good, you've got to go out positive, you've got to continue to make birdies and keep going forward. So my mindset is to not really focus on the lead, it's to focus on my game tomorrow and my performance. You know, just keep executing the way I have been. That's going to be my challenge tomorrow. Going to look forward to that mindset. Following a round of 1 under 69 Saturday, Emiliano Grillo will enter Sunday's final round at Colonial 4 shots behind leader Justin Rose. Grillo is hunting his first win since he took the 2015 Safeway Open in his rookie debut as a PGA Tour member. The young Argentinian finished 11th in the FedEx Cup points race that season, contending in big events and finishing runner-up at the 2016 Barclays. In the process, Grillo had to learn to pace himself and that it can be fruitless to chase after success week to week. That was a hot run in there, Grillo said Saturday, referring to his rookie year. I played, in 2016, I played the majors very well. I played the big tournaments very well. I was in contention after 2-3 days in most of the big events. Full field scores from the Fort Worth Invitational. Articles, photos and videos. I think, you know, I wanted to do better. I pushed for it. Some of the tournaments I ended up being 50th or 60th just because I wanted to play. I wanted to play well so badly. That played against me, so I learned from that. In that rookie year, I learned that. Grillo was still plenty successful in his sophomore season, advancing to the BMW Championship last fall. But now he's beginning to regain some of that form that made him such an immediate success on tour. Grillo has recorded 4 top 10 finishes this year, a T9 at Mayakoba, a T8 at Honda, a T3 at Houston, and a T9 at Wells Fargo, and will now look to outduel U.S. Open champs in Rose and Brooks Koepka on Sunday at Colonial. Well, he's top 10 in the world, so everything he does it pretty well, Grillo said of Rose. You know, he does his own thing. Like I say, he's top 10 in the world. Nothing wrong with his game. He's in the lead on a Sunday. Doesn't matter where you're playing, he's got to go out and shoot under par. He's got 50 guys behind him trying to reach him, and I'm one of those. I've just got to go out and do what he did today on those first 5 or 6 holes and try to get him in the early holes. Article tags Emiliano Grillo, 2018 Fort Worth Invitational. Horrible horseshoe nose. 3, 4 and 5 at Colonial Country Club, annually ranks as one of the toughest 3-hole stretches on the PGA Tour. Consider Brooks Koepka undeterred. Last year's U.S. Open champ has played the stretch 2 over this week but knows that if he's going to have any chance at catching Justin Rose on Sunday, he's going to need to take advantage of the par 5 first and then find a way to pick up shots on the horseshoe. I feel like just need to get off to a good start on this golf course, Koepka said after a third-round 67 Saturday. If you can get 2 or 3 under through 6 holes, I think you'll be right there. Koepka will start the final round 4 behind Rose, as he looks to win for the first time since his maiden major victory last year. Full field scores from the Fort Worth Invitational. Fort Worth Invitational. Articles, photos and videos. The big hitter missed nearly 4 months this year with a wrist injury and is progressing quickly in his comeback despite dislocating his wrist on 2 different occasions over the last 2 months. Koepka missed the cut with partner Mark Janisa at the Zurich Classic in his competitive return before following up with a tie for 42nd at the Wells Fargo Championship and a tie for 11th at the Players' Championship. Now, thanks to a closing birdie Sunday, he finds himself playing alongside Rose in the final group on Sunday. I feel like my game is coming around, he said. At Zurich, I was 5 days into touching clubs. I am finally finding a rhythm and feel like I'm getting really close. Just want to get off to a good start tomorrow. That's really all I am trying to do. You put together a good solid round tomorrow, you never know what can happen. The important thing is we were just trying to get in that final group. I thought the putt on 18 was kind of big to get in that final group and play it with Rosie. Article tags Brooks Koepka, 2018 Fort Worth Invitational.